Fast forward 24 hours and the rain is coming. Absolutely disgusting. It's a typical British day today. Let's go. So we're with Christopher Knight. Hello.
Glutton for punishment.
Right, so Chris has been up here, as you can see. This is on the back of the mini main, on the back side or the main side of the main line, if that makes any sense. This berm here needed to go up high, build the base of it out and throw it right up. Put so much drainage in and pond, they're actually at their limit and overfilling. Reached max level. Now we're gonna have to put some more drainage in to kind of offload the ponds a bit and move the water further down. Keeps trails running throughout the year, especially at Woburn. I think I'm gonna help Chris stack this up. Maybe we'll do a little bit of drainage, figure that out, jump right into a time lapse and then we'll come back. Yeah. Slight change of plan again. We're going to raise this bomb hole up here. We're going to make this into a pond. Bear with us. We're going to raise the water level up. This water can go out and then that can then be dried out and we dig that down and use that dirt to build that up. Bear with us with this. Cue time lapse. So the Wallstone raid has turned up. Yours, we made this. Yeah, so now as you can see from the time lapse, we're trying to raise the bomb hole up here because the bomb hole is lower than the drain itself because it's got shaved over time, it's dropped down. So what we've done, we've raised that up to pull the water up to then go out the drain and we can rebuild it. It's something like that anyway. Check it out. Right, so a little bit of an issue. The water there is the same level as the water there. Videos ago, we built this double boom here. There's a pipe that runs all underneath this, that picks up there. And because of the level of that water is the same as that, it's just backing up. So what we're going to try and do is expose the pipe down there, where Chris and Pete are at the moment, the raider, get the water going further down. Then that allows us to get rid of that water, gives this pond here a little bit of a breather. See how the water's, look, you can see it all backing up now, it's all in the pipe. So we'll expose that here. Now I think if we can get the water out over there, it allows us to build that up. So, progress. We've taken the fitting out of that. Loads of water's come down here. Loads of water. So now that's reduced.
Like a bit of sand where it's coming in over the bomb hole.
So demanding at the raider. That's looking good though. Oh, that's flowing a tree. Coming right from over there now to here. We've also, this was raised up on a load of pipe. This water's going to go underneath this bit of the trail. Probably flood it. Another problem for another day. Yeah, so hopefully it'll relieve that pond a bit more as well. Is that draining out, Pete? Welcome to trail building. It seems to be got like a bit of a blockage here. Got a rodding kit as well that Adam brought down for us. Chris loves doing this job. It's so freaky. Yeah, so hopefully we can push this cable up. I think there's a blockage under this, which doesn't help because it's under like tons and tons of dirt. So yeah, let's see if we can unblock it. on from the other day. Thanks Christopher Knight for giving me some advice and giving me some good tips on it as a viewer. So if you guys have got any like productive tips, whack them in the comments. You know, it's quite difficult making a video about digging, so if anyone's got any tips on something like that, then be sure to let us know. But this wall here has been an absolute monster of a build. Chris decided to build that up, and then we built that up, so I'm blaming Chris for all of this. It's all Chris's fault. Let's have a little foot on it. It's about 15 meters long. It's massive. On a hot day, I'm probably about 6 foot. There's going to be at least 7 foot in places. It's going to massively help out this line. If we've really bolstered out this, well, I haven't, Chris has. He's been stacking this out. To make this bigger here, this foundation, it allows us to go higher. Yeah, the trouble is with it, because you've got the main line there, and then you've got this line here, it's super tight. And then we've got the 7th landing here on the hip. Is this the 7th? 8th. Really quite tight. Getting a berm in here that's doing a 180. You know, there's a lot going on down here, and we've had to build the ground up so much. What we're going to try and do is open this berm up to give you a better setup line for that. And as you can see from here, having a wider width allows the line just to run a little bit smoother. And I think on that double over there, we put a little bypass route in as well, so it can just carry that flow through, and then that will split off down the backside. Yeah, it may well change it. That's the thing when you're building trades, you have a rough sort of idea, and then put a little bolt on here, you go, oh, you know what, actually that would be so dope to go left there, or put a hook in there, or berm, or a lift. It all just starts kind of growing into this bike park. Chris is just in here now getting this done. We're going to dig this out more. I might put a pond in here just to catch some water. We've got this pipe here, so we'll incorporate that into it, but what we'll try and do is be a little bit clever about it and make it into like an overflow, so if the pond ever does fill up, it can offload down an absolute Birmingham City of pipework under this. With that being said, let's get some dirt slinging. Before we jump into it, we're here with Chody and Jafar's in the house again. Jafar's got his lunchbox with him. What you got in there? Sandwiches? Sweets, sandwiches, candy. Well, we won't go down that route. All right, let's wrap it. Let's go. Yeah, so we're going to finish that up, get that all stacked up, carve that berm in. But anyway, check it out. Time lapse. Yeah. What are we saying, Chris?
Still going.
Still going. But we have shaped that up now, so we've cut a bit more boulders. Before it was kind of throwing you off in a funny direction. Taken a bit of the weight out of it there, and that dirt that we've removed, we put that on the top. Oh, there's an echo in here. Hello?
Hello?
Oh yes, it is an echo. But it's an absolute beast. Chris, what are you doing with the grass? You see it. Oh my god. Oh no. What?
See here.
This grass has taken how long to grow?
What have you done to that?
I fell off it.
Punishment for cutting it.
Yeah, I know. We're going to get around the other side now, build the back up, make some more height on it, and then we can do the face. We don't want to cut too much out here. What we want to try and do is get the line sorted out for the berm, and then we can figure out the exit, how that's kind of going to work. So we'll get a nice straight run into that. But yeah, we'll jump in a bit. Got this side all built up, pretty much. We've squared it up a little bit, built that up, managed to get the height on it. It's an absolute, I don't know if the camera's doing it justice still, but it's at least 10 foot. It might be pushing even 12 foot on the back of a berm. But just as we was building that, this whole bank here is just slipped. This is the joys of sand. We don't really get cracking, we get landslides. So that whole section there is broken off. The only good thing about it is that now that's fallen, it's kind of settled. So it has one, compressed the dirt, and two, it ain't gonna go any further than that. Trouble is as well, in the winter, the sand holds so much water, it becomes really kind of, what would the word be? Heavy. Exactly that. Very scientific. So what we'll do, we'll just track it all in. Chris is just now footing that back in, and we'll hopefully get the ground more stable. And then once that's built up, we'll go back on the other side, and then we can get the exit of that berm sorted out. But yeah, we'll be back in a bit. Back in it again. Hopefully it hasn't rained too much last night. I'm really hoping that bank hasn't fell down either that we built up yesterday. So we'll go and check that out now. First, we'll jump in and get a little coffee on the go. Cheers. This is held up, which is an absolute result. So wet down here as well. I've got Ollie with us today. Good help. I think Chris might be turning up. I think what we'll do, we'll get that built up. Probably try and figure out a little bit of drainage because we're so wet down here. But first, coffee, innit? cavalry have turned up. We've got Perry from Perry's Trails. We've got Shark Boy. Why Shark Boy?
My best friend's son calls me Shark Boy, so I've got Shark from
Oh, there you go. If you've not seen or heard of Perry's Trails, check them out on Instagram. They are private, but if you drop him a DM, I'm sure he wouldn't mind someone giving him a hand with a shovel. And then we've got Ollie and his crew over here. I've got these three lads set up here. We're going to put some rollers down the side so you can kind of play on it. It gives you a few more options. We've made it probably, I don't know, a foot wider, 2 foot. Much better. So it just gives us a better line now, as you can see from here, how much wider it is. You've got that takeoff on the right there, and then that other split line's going to go around the left and join in around the back. So anyway, that's the plan. We'll probably change anyway, but yeah, I'll drop back in a bit. Right, the berm is done, and how much better does that look? It's I don't know, 3-4 foot higher, or something like that. We've put loads of dirt on the back of it, the shape's better, the exit's done. Now that's going to be an absolute peach. A shout out to the gang for helping today. Check out the next video, we'll be going, I think, on the main line. Bye.